Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 19 of our Brittany playthrough, obviously on Europa Universalis 4. Now last episode we had, we basically tried to take a Portuguese province. I think it was these three Portuguese provinces, and that would have given us such a great advantage in the colonial race. But things took a minor, maybe even major setback in the form that, in the way that Castile kind of negotiated a peace treaty with Portugal. And if they'd have just left it maybe 6 months or maybe even a year, then everything would have worked out fine, but they were impatient and all they wanted was peace, which is, you could say understandable, but it was still a setback for us. So we're really going to concentrate on the English, well, the English nation, the nation of England. And the reason I'm doing this, as last episode, as I showed you, England wields 80.39 power in this trade node. And if we got the majority of the trade power in this node, it would mean that we got such a huge boost to income, especially when trade starts to pour into the Western Europe trade node from colonies, from colonialist expansion. So it's better to do it early than, well, never really. I'm not sure we have any claims on them actually. Right, I'm going to view my own country. We'll see if we've got claims. We do not. So we're going to fabricate a claim on an English province. It doesn't really matter which one it is. It's just a starting point, I would say. So how do we do it? It's covert actions, isn't it? I haven't played in a while. If you could give me a break, that would be great. I think we're going to take Cornwall. Now, the reason I say Cornwall is that it's very easily accessible for us. And, I don't know, things will just go better, I feel. Right, fabricate a claim. We'll let time run on that one. We can actually now invest in a new idea. But we're going to wait. We're going to wait until we get another level in diplomatic technology, which will give us more colonial range. And then we'll see how that affects our... Well, we'll see how that affects our efforts to colonize the New World. Now, it shouldn't take too long. We need another 28 power, so that's exactly 4 months as it happens. Cosmopolitan... Oh, that was over. That was over very, very quickly. So they rose up in the province where our main army was. Quite a silly move, you may say, and you'd be right in saying that, but rebels are not known for their intellectual capacity. We may as well upgrade our administrative technology. It's not... I mean, there's nothing else that we can really use it for. We're on +1 stability. Things are looking okay. We may as well do it. That allows noble... We're not going to convert our government type, obviously, because we are a feudal monarchy, and I'm not sure that government type can be changed without a massive nationwide rebellion, and we do not want that to happen. So we can now choose a new idea group, and this is it's quite a hard decision. We obviously don't want to take another diplomatic idea group because it's just. Then we'd have to split our diplomatic power over 2 idea groups and things would be slowed down quite considerably. So I'm going to let the game run while I think about this. So it's either got to be an administrative idea group or a militaristic idea group. Now, the defensive idea group is very, very useful, particularly in the military drill actual idea, and it gives 25% bonus to the morale of armies, and this is staggeringly useful, especially in fighting France. But I'm not sure we need that immediately. I've never really sort of looked into administrative ideas. I don't really see the point in the religious ideas. The innovative ideas, prestige decay, that does seem very useful, but I'm not sure that's really what I want. Economic ideas, on the other hand, that sounds very appealing to me. Administrative ideas, mercenary costs, I'm not too worried about. Now, really, if there was something which sort of helped me along with colonial nations, etc., then I would take it, but it doesn't seem like there is, well, in the administrative ideas section anyway. The entire country needs him. Let him stay home. It's a very tricky decision, actually. I think what we're going to do is take economic ideas, because money is king in the world of Europa Universalis. Well, it's just the king anywhere, isn't it, really? But we now have enough diplomatic power, while I was rambling on about ideas, to upgrade our diplomatic technology. Now, that increases our max colonial range, and let's see how this affects our our chances in expansion. So, for example, say St. Thomas. It is 501 distance away from our closest unblockaded core province, which is Loire. Which is interesting because you'd think it would be one of these guys. Unblockaded core province. I'm not quite sure why it's... that's interesting. I think... Do they need a dock? Okay, this is very strange. What about Guantanamo? Now we actually... Right, okay, this is quite a monumental moment in our colonial efforts. Now Guantanamo, it is a river estuary, it's an Arctic climate, but we can actually send a colonist, so we're going to do that. It doesn't have any natives, so there is no chance of a native uprising. This will be the start of all our colonial ventures. It's going to take, well, 125 days for the colonists to actually arrive. Time well spent, I feel. Now, while that's getting set up, we can turn our focus back to our home. Now, we need to build, as I said before, money is king. We need money. We could build lots of temples, and I think that's what we're going to do. We've gained the Conquest Casus Belli. Maybe, on the other hand, I think we should build armories. Now, armories give our nation quite a substantial manpower boost, and this is obviously very useful in wars. The war with England being the most immediate threat. We're going to fabricate a claim on another province just because in a peace deal, if you fabricate claims on provinces, they cost less and it's just basically easier to do. We're going to form a claim on Wessex. We already have one on Cornwall, and that will be the first of many provinces taken by Brittany on the English provinces. Now we're going to move our army up to Normandy just in anticipation of a fight. Put it up to 5 speed because we've got nothing that needs our immediate consideration. Now, if I were to declare war on England, we'll put it on 4 speed. If I were to declare war on England with the Conquest Casus Belli, then, as you can see here, Burgundy would join, but Castile would not. Now this is quite an important thing. They are allied with Portugal, so it would be very nice if Castile were to actually come on our side. Maybe, with our one diplomat left, we are going to improve relations with Castile. Now that may push them over that may push them onto our side. I'm not quite sure why they aren't offering to ally with us in a war against England, but it seems they are not. And I suppose I could do it with only the help of Burgundy, but as England has Portugal as an ally, it just seems a bit risky, really. Fine, brilliant. So now we are not part of any wars. That may have been the reason, actually. So Castile, they may have not had sort of any money as they fought that massive war. They've just taken 2 provinces by the look of it. So Aragon is no more, I would really think. I'm not sure that there's anything they can do to recoup any provinces. Now, with this money, we are going to build some transport ships. And they're only going to be cogs, unfortunately, but what can you do? We're going to build as many as we can. That is 4 at the moment, and then it'll strengthen our transport navy so we can take more troops over to England at once. England have a very, very powerful navy, so we really want to get our people, our regiments across to England as soon as possible. No waiting around, absolutely nothing. England's navy does scare me a little, I won't lie. Of course it does. They have their idea groups. I'm not sure if you can see, it doesn't show it anywhere, but their idea groups give boosts to, well, they make sure that navies are cheaper, more powerful, navy tradition, etc. It's very navally orientated. Now with these transport ships that are just about to get finished after the autosave, we can then transport exactly half. We can then transport exactly half of our armies across to England at once, as long as we stay with this 18,000 people sort of doom stack, if you like. Now we need to choose another mission, and I would like that to be the Conquer Leinster, I think, because that seems like it's very accessible. I would think we're going to fabricate a claim on it now. No, we're not. I don't think. It would be nice if the whole of Ireland was ours. It's a very hard decision going to war with England, especially as it is my home country. Now, I think we may just... So we wanted to take Cornwall. Castile and Burgundy would now both join us, so we're going to do it, because why the hell not? Oh god, I don't like this message. Okay, we're going to attach half of this army to the transport ships. We're going to drop them off somewhere before we get attacked, hopefully. Although I can't guarantee it. It's very tense when you're fighting England over the channel. Right, okay, so they're fine. Thank God. We're going to attach our other army to the transport ships. Gift to the state. Ooh! So we've got some money. That's very nice. We're going to drop these guys off. We lost that battle by the look of it, and that sucks a lot. But this battle we are sure to win. So, on that note of declaring war on England, I'm going to leave the episode there. Next episode we'll obviously try and win the war. It's not guaranteed. England are exceptionally powerful at this point in the game. So we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.